I was gonna record everything on this microphone, but gosh, it was super staticky and sound quality wasn't that great. I'll be investing in some new gear pretty soon, so stay tuned with us. Today we are talking about CES experience that we experienced. So you might ask right now, who the hell am I? My name is Aldiar. I'm a tech enthusiast and web developer. The channel that you're actually watching right now is called 317, which is a name of our business. So if you're interested in how businesses get started, or get rebranded into something new, well, you're in the right place, because we are going to show you everything that we do over here. If that sounds like you, well, if you're interested in this, definitely stay tuned with us and see what's gonna happen. Since this is a first video of ours and it was kind of the beginning of the year, and since we kind of related to a tech world, we decided to film our first video at CES, which was a great experience. That was actually my first CES ever. But yeah, that was my first CES, and me and my co-workers, we went there just to pull some contracts and film some new innovations. Well, unfortunately, none of us are filmmakers and none of us deal with cameras. So we learned the hard way that you really need a gimbal when you're shooting on camera, such as Sony A6400. That's what I'm shooting on right now, and footage came out a little jerky. We kind of decided to reshoot this video, and here I am sitting in downtown Los Angeles at 6 p.m. and I'm happy to be here. So if you would like to encourage me or show some support, well, drop the likes, subscribe to the channel. That's the first thing that you might want to do, because here, well, as much as this business is growing, well, I'll be growing with it. This channel is going to be growing with it. So you get to witness the very inception of the 317 store. But back to CES. So CES was great. We've seen a lot of cool stuff, but I've noticed that a lot of people don't talk about the things that happened over there. Well, of course, you'll see a coverage on all of the innovative tech that was located in the main hall of CES, which was filled with cool stuff and big brands. But as you might expect, there are a lot of different brands at CES, and some of them don't get the exposure that they deserve. So here I am trying to tell you what happened behind the closed doors or behind camera frames of all the influential YouTube channels and media. We've seen a lot of companies from China that presented their technology, and they were looking for brands that would pick it up, create some private label, and sell it. Well, if you're familiar with dropshipping or selling on Amazon and eBay or e-commerce in general, you'll probably know that there is a great website for all of your supplies, Alibaba or AliExpress. Those are two platforms. D&H Gate is also there. Overall, the trip was great. The trip was great. All right, back to business. We've talked to a lot of companies that came from China to present their stuff. Most of the times, these companies, they pretty much looking for companies or people who would pick up their stuff and sell it over here by their own brand. So yeah, CES. First day, we haven't got the chance to be there on the first day because we were traveling from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, and that's about a 4-hour drive. We left from Los Angeles at about 12 p.m. Arrived at about 4 p.m. by the time we put our things together and checked in every single hotel. It was about 5 p.m. already, so there was no point in entering the CES. So we decided to sleep it over and went there on the second day. On the second day, we started with Eurico Park. Eurico Park is basically a place for innovations, especially the first floor, where a lot of startup companies or companies from around the world, most of the companies from France were there presenting some bicycles and stuff like that. Some countries from China, Ukraine. I've seen a lot of companies from South Korea, and then a lot of universities presenting the cool stuff. If you have a research project at a university, you and your team building a super cool drone which is lightweight, and then you could save a lot of lives, then Eurico Park at CES is probably your thing. Your best bet to find some sponsors or to showcase your technology is Eurico Park. But the most interesting stuff at CES usually happens around South Hall, as I've noticed, and North Hall, which was reserved strictly for cars. I guess most of the companies that related to car industry were over there at North Hall. And of course, Vision AVTR, Vision Avatar from Mercedes was there. That thing is something. It's a concept, but then it's a pretty cool looking concept of pretty cool stuff. So we'll see how that develops into a real world project. Nobody even talks about design and source wing at CES. I bet that half of the people that have been there at CES never got a chance to visit that center. But again, if you are in a business of drop shipping, that's the best place for you, because there you'll see a lot of companies from Asian continent that basically brings some of the things that they're trying to sell here in US. So yeah, that was a perfect spot for us. We've talked to a lot of people, we got the information from them, and right now we're keeping in touch with them. And then if I were to give you some tips for attending CES 2021, where we're gonna be for sure, I would say, well, wear comfortable shoes, because one of my colleagues, he basically lost an ability to walk after CES for like a couple days because, well, he wore uncomfortable shoes. Plan ahead your trip, book the hotel before the CES in advance, because you will have trouble finding a good hotel over there. Also, make sure to plan your CES attendance accordingly. That means buy your tickets in advance. So we've only spent about $100 a person for our general admission as a industry attendees. I know that closer to CES, like a month before, the tickets were for about $300, and then that does not include any special guides from CES in that price. But if you there just to see cool stuff, well, $100 is not a bad price. I've gained hell of a experience over there. So those were my tips for CES. I'm pretty sure that this video is not gonna be our top video, but we hope that every single video is gonna be better than the last one. And since this is the first one, well, wish us luck. I hope that you guys stick around with us, because you'll see a lot of cool stuff over here at this channel. Like, we're gonna be building a website with using Webflow. Shout out Webflow, because well, I've been using your platform for quite some time now, and well, I'm not sponsored by them, but we'll see how that goes. We always into making positive impact in the community. So yeah, building websites of Webflow. I'm also going to be showing you some cool setups on the desktop. So right now we kinda in a beginning of our desktop setup process. We've got the sit stand desk, adjustable height depth. I got myself some cool leather pad right here where I put my keyboard, where I put my mouse, where my phone is at, and then my creative drawing pad from Wacom. I'm not a big on illustration, but I've purchased it a while back, and would like to use that more often than I am right now. So yeah, hopefully you'll stick with us and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below if you have ever been to CES, and then if you basically, since this is our first video, I would like to know your opinion. What kind of content would you like to see? Yeah, engage, we'll engage with you. Hopefully you like this type of video, and again, my name is Eldiyar, reporting straight from 317. So stay tuned.